Hi guys, Steffi here and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a tutorial for you, and this is going to be a tutorial on the album that I made using the Christopher Robin Disney range that I got from the pen shop. So I'm just going to dive straight in, and you will need two pieces of card. First one measures 10.5 by 11 and then the second one measures 10 by 11. On the 10.5 inch side, on the bigger one, you just want to run some tape along the top there. This is just the card to cover our chipboard. So we're just going to go straight on and take that off. I have done a lot of prep work today for you guys because I don't want this video going on for ages. I say that all the time and it still ends up going on for ages. So just line that up at the top and at the bottom, and then just press that down. So now we have one long piece of card. Mine's a little bit bent because it's been stuck in my little box. The next thing you'll need is your chipboard. You will need two pieces that measure 9 by 7, and then the spine is, I'll just check me measurements. This is 9 by 3 1/4. Okay, so you just want to go ahead and put some double-sided tape or adhesive of your choice, and then for those of you who've watched me tutorials on covering the binder, you know I always like to put this middle piece in first because I like the join here to be in the middle of the spine. So I'm going to put that one down first. Just move these to one side. Just take off the release paper. How you's all doing today? Is all doing good? I'm quite ashamed to say that this is the first project I've used using all of my gorgeous Disney Christopher Robin range. I wanted to make something big, and to be honest, I have used it. It uses quite a lot of card, this project, and I did use nearly a full 3 packs of one each of the paper pads as well on this. I did have scraps left, but yeah, I did use quite a bit. So that's just to pre-warn you. Right, if you want to, you can measure it down 1 inch and up 1 inch, so it's so you know you're getting in the right place. I'm not really that bothered, and I'm just going to eyeball it. So then just press that down. I like using the wet glue because it gives it just that little bit of wiggle room to get it on. So then I'm going to go ahead and put these on. You're going to leave a little gap, maybe it's about 1/8 of an inch there. Might be a little bit more, but you get me meaning. Just about, so it looks about there. So what I'm going to do, so you don't have to watch me peel and stick, I'm going to pause the video, stick these down, and then I'll be right back. Right guys, so I've stuck them down, and what I've went ahead and done is I've went around the outside of the card there and put double-sided tape all the way around, and then again on the chipboard. Okay, so then you want to cut the corners, and this is just so it folds in better. So I've done 3. I'm going to do this one with you. You want to try and leave maybe about 1/8 of an inch, and then just cut that up like that, just so your corners are like that. Okay, so then this bit you can just get rid of. Then the next thing I do is I get my bone folder and I just go around here, like around the edges of the chipboard, just to try and get that card to where I want to be. So then this is going to come right up with the camera, I'm afraid, because the size of it. You just want to bend over and tell that card where you want it to go, and then just do that on all sides. Oh, sorry about that, I'm just killing the camera. It's because it's such a big album. Do them ones, and then we just have this one I think left to do. Just helps it bend a little bit easier. So obviously I like to do these ones first. Okay, so you can still just bend that over a little bit, and then you can, if you want to, you can come in with your bone folder while that's folded and just basically tell that card where you want it to go. Okay, so let's do that. Right, then what I'm going to do, we're going to attach this. So you want to take off your release paper. I always do the long sides first. Doesn't mean you have to, it's just the way I've always done it. And then I just want to apply some wet glue as well, just to make sure it's not going anywhere. Just gives it that little bit extra strength really. And then start from the middle and just pull that over like that, okay? And then work your way out to the side. For all of you who've seen some of my album tutorials already, you'll already know this step, so you could just skip it and move on to the measurements for the hinges and stuff. Right, so that's that side done. I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to do the same on this side. Oops. Again, add a little bit of wet glue. This bit is optional, but I do tend to put an extra bit of glue on. And then just pull that over, again starting from the middle, and then just work your way along. And like as you do it, pull it so it goes on. Just press that down with a nice burnish with the bone folder. So then we get into the sides, and then what you want to do is this bit here, you just want to like tuck it in. You just want to go over with your bone folder and just put that down like that, and then again at the bottom. Just means when you fold it over, you get that, oh, not even showing you, you get that nice lush, like flush finish, and it just adds to it. So you just want to do that on all of the sides. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then you're all ready. Just make sure that's going to be okay. That one's still out a little bit. That's a bit better. Right, so now you're just going to take off the release off here and then just pull that over like we did on the other one. So I'll just pause that while I do that, and then I'll be right back. Right, so I've done that, and that is what you'll be left with. Okay, then what you can do is just go down on these joints and just gently press in with your bone folder. It just helps it bend. So that is it. That is basically how big our album is going to be, and I think that's quite a big size, to be fair. The first one I've done like this thick as well, so hopefully it all goes well. Right, so the next bit we're going to do so it can be drying is the hinge. So I'll just pop this to one side. I'll get a piece of card. So you need a piece of card for the hinge that measures, oh excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze. No? Okay. Right, so for the hinge you need a piece of card that measures 11¼ by 8½. Okay, I'll get my scoreboard out to give you the exact measurements. So what you want to do is you just want to line in on the 11¼ side. You want to score it at 1½. Then you want to score it every 3/4 of an inch until you get to 9 3/4. So it'll be 2¼ 3 3 3/4 4½, 5¼ 6 6 3/4 7½, 8¼ 9, and then 9 3/4. Okay, so that's the exact measurements that you will need. Sorry about that. So then what you want to do, these are going to make up your hinge. So on this first one, go to the second score line here and fold that in a mountain. Okay, and then that one will be a valley. I just need to get this right there, yeah. And then this one here will be a valley as well. So just go ahead and fold that. So when you have that, that is going to be, you'll have something that looks like that once you've glued it together. So that will be one of our hinges. So then you miss this, you go to this line here. Oh, can you see? So miss that one and go to that one. And again, that one will be a mountain. It's just to go in your head where it's going to be. Then that one will be a valley. And then this one will be a valley as well. One next after it. So there you go, you have two. So then you do this one again, and this one will be a valley. A valley fold. The next one will be a mountain. And then this one will be a valley fold. This is only a 4-page album, but I have made them quite interactive, as you'll have seen by the project share video that I've done. Right, so the next one is again a valley fold, then a mountain, and then another valley. So when you're done, you'll have something that looks, have I done that one? Probably, yeah. You'll have something that looks like that. Okay, so then what you want to do is just flip that over, and on the indents of where you've created your binding, you just want to put some double-sided tape along here, all of these ones. I'll just do it quickly with glue, as I've got one prepped already. So you just pop your glue down, and then you just fold that over, and then just press it down. That bend's gone a bit dodgy there, but this one's only a practice one because I've already made one. So then again, on that next section here, where your thing is, you just pop a bit, I'll show you where you need to put your adhesive tape. It can be on either side of this one or this one. I'll just wait for my glue to actually start working. You need some on here and then some on here. Okay, so we'll just glue our these down. Not bothered if they don't stick 100%, because like I said, this is just a prototype really for you. And then it goes down like that. I know, have I done that right? Yeah, I have. I just need to turn it over and I'll burnish that. Obviously I use tape on mine and a little bit of glue, but obviously because this one's just to show you how I done it, that's why I'm just using glue for the time being. So once you've done that, you want to, these flaps you want to turn over and fold them so they turn relatively easily both ways. Okay, so score them one way and then go and score them the next way as well. So then this is what you were left with. I'll show you it at the top so you can see the angle. So that is, you've got ones there for each of your 4 pages. So then what you'd need to do is you would want to put some double-sided tape along each edge of these, ready for when your pages go on. But one thing I will say to you is, one thing I always forget, on these, if you just miter them in a little bit, it just makes the pages, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, it just makes the pages easier to go on if you miter them ends like that. Okay, so in true Blue Peter style, here's one I prepared earlier. As you can see, I've went ahead and I put the double-sided tape on both sides of each flap, and then on the back we just need to cover that with some more double-sided tape ready to go in our binder. So while I put the double-sided tape on, I'm just going to pause the video and then I'll be right back. Right, so I've done that and I've popped double-sided sticky all over the back of here, and I've just took off the backing paper. Now, just for extra strength, because I want this to be as strong as it can be, because this is what is going to hold our pages. So you need to use, I would advise using strong adhesive on here. I mean, I use tape and wet glue anyway on most of my albums. And I've never actually tried this size out before. This is my first ever project making like one of this size. Been a work of love, really. Right, so then you just get this, and then you just want to make sure it's, just need to flip that over so I can see. You want to make sure it's in the centre of your your spine there as centered as you can get it, and then centered both top and bottom. So then just pop that down like that, and then I'm just going to give that a good burnish. Just going to put them in with my bone folder and just make sure this is down. On many occasions I have tried to bend this before it is ready, and sometimes these bits here will lift up. So I'm going to, before we do anything to make sure it bends round, like on the spine here, I'm going to make sure that's completely dry, and we'll get cracking with the pages once this is, and I'm quite happy with how this is down. So like I said, just give it a good burnish and make sure that is stuck down. Oh, I think the glue just doesn't want to stay there. Right, so that is our ready for pages now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop this to one side, and then we're going to get cracking on the pages. So just balance that there and hope that doesn't fall. Right, so I've already went ahead and I've already prepped the pages. I'm going to do these two with you on camera. Just take off that sticky note there. So this is basically what we're going to be doing, because we're going to leave it so we've got a side loading photo mat to go in there as well. So the pieces of card you'll need for this, you'll need one piece that measures 9.5 by 6.5 inches, and then what you want to do is on each end you want to score it at 1/2 inch, and then just apply some tape. Okay, and then this piece here needs to measure 8.5 by 6.5. So on the 9.5 inch side, you just want to fold and burnish those score lines. Make sure I'm doing them correctly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to miter the edges slightly as well. So just miter a little bit off there, off each side. Just means that you're not going to get any overhang when you attach the next piece of card. Okay. We'll get rid of those. And what you want to do is just take off the release paper. If you want to, you can do it a little bit at a time. I think that's what I might do. And then you just want to, do it this way because I cannot cope. And what you want to do is just line that up along that tab, that edge there. Make sure it's even at both sides, and then just press that down, and then you can just take off the rest of that release paper, and then that is now joined. Okay, so then let me do it on this side. Just make sure it's all flat. Want to do the same, just take off a part of the release paper and then just fold it back on itself so you can grab that, and then you just are lined up from this side to make sure it's completely straight, and then again just take off that release paper and go along like that. Now sometimes you will get this little bit overhang, but you can just come in with your scissors and you can just snip that off. It's not the end of the world. So I'll just take that off there, just so it's nice and flush. So, there we go. Like I said, you can see it was basically a hair over. Right, so that is how simple it is to make our pages. So you would need 4 of these. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I've already prepped, it's going to be 4 pages and it's going to be 2 pages of the same design. So I've already went ahead and I've prepped 1 each of the pages, just to keep things as quick as I can. I think it is going to be a long video though. I'm in 19 minutes now. Wow. Right, so this is what page 1 is going to look like. So it flips up, it flips down, you've got a place for journaling there. It's all magnetic, and then that bit opens up like that. And then on the bottom here, you've got a little bit there which is for the journaling. So that's page 1. This is page 2. So we've got that little tuck spot there with a couple of the cards in with the tag. Again, a magnetic closure that lifts up like that, and then we have a pocket here. Okay, so this is the page that we're going to work on now. So for this, I've got my page 1 bits here. Just get them all ready so I know what I need first. Right, so on this one, I'm having this one is the main cover. So these pieces of card measures 6 by 6.5, and then on the 6.5 inch side you just want to score it at 1/2 inch, and you will need 1, 2, you will need 3 of those. Okay, and then your paper, it's not a true 6x6 this paper pad, so if you were cutting it from different paper I would maybe say 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. And then you will need this piece here, which measures 6 by 6. I've already went ahead and I've attached a magnet to this bit, but we will be doing magnetic bits with this as well. So what we're going to do is just fold and burnish on all of our flaps, and you want to obviously figure out which way you want everything to go. I think I can remember which way I wanted mine to go. I'm hoping and praying. I can't know that goes the other way. Yeah, that one folds that way. Because basically I'm going to attach everything to this 6x6 piece. Okay, so that one is going to get attached there. But obviously I can put the magnets on after I've attached them together before I put that paper on. Then this one is, yeah, this one is going to go under like that. And then this one is going to go on top like that. So what I'll do is I'll stick these all together, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I mean when it's all done. Right, so that's done. So I'm just going to, obviously that one flips out like that, and then that one flips out. So what I've done, I'll show you it easier. This was the main piece that I had. So then what I've done is I've attached this flap onto there. Okay, just on the behind of it. I hope I'm making sense. And then for these top bits, I've attached them to this middle piece here. So you can see that one, they're both attached on that side. Okay, I really hope that makes sense to you. So you're just attaching them with the flaps on. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out, we're going to put our magnets on. So because this one's already got a magnet on, I'm going to drop that down. And that will find where it needs to go. I'm just going to use a mini glue dot, put that on there like that, and then you just basically close that over, and then that's on there. I always secure it with a little bit of double-sided tape, so I know it's definitely not going anywhere. So now this page is ready for us to put our paper on. So now we need to do a magnetic closure on this top flap here. So I'm going to use another one of those glue dots. And where have I put my magnet? So there they are, attached to my paper clip. And I'm going to have my magnet. I don't like to do it too near the edge. Like it's quite about an inch up. I just feel like it works a lot better. I just need to get 2 of these magnets off here. There's one. Fiddly little things, these. Fiddly little things. So just pick it up with your pokey tool. It isn't quite centered, but I can deal with that. Again, a little bit double-sided tape. And we're going to put that over like that. Then you want to pick up your other magnet, just drop it down. So as a closure, and again with the last one you just pop that glue dot on there. From sticking to your finger, that is, and then just pull that over, press it down, and then again just cover it with some double-sided tape. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'll quickly show you how to the other one needs magnets as well, but I'll tell you the measurements because I can do all of this once I've told you them. This is going to be for the flip for the journaling bit. So these bits here are going to be for this bit. Okay, so you need 2 pieces of card. These measure, this one measures 2 1/4 by 6. On the short side, you just want to score that at 1/2 inch. Then you'll need another piece that measures 1 3/4 by 6. And then for the mats for journaling, these are 1 5/8 by 5 5/8. Okay, so basically we're just going to do the same as what we've done with the other one. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach that onto here, and then we're going to mat these. We're going to mat these on here, but we're going to attach magnets either side. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put this together, I'll add the paper onto there, and then I'll be right back. Right, hi guys, I'm back. So what I've done is I've just covered that. So this is how it looks now, the flip out, and it goes down like that, and then all the magnets is attached and everything. And then the same with this piece. I forgot to tell you, this mat for this is exactly the same as these pages here. So it is 1 5/8 by 5 7/8. And I've just went on the back and I put some double-sided tape on. I am going to use some glue as well. So just bring in your page. And then what you want to do is just line them up and think where you roughly want them. And then that one there, I think that looks good to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and take off the backing paper. Just take all that off, going as quick as I can. I'm not going to lie, it will take you a while to do like this album, just because of all the mechanical bits to it, the interactive bits, and then all of the prep work as well. I've been doing my prep work before I've been going to work, and I've been on about 3 days just because I haven't been able to sit for a full day. And obviously I was trying to work out measurements as well. So then just make sure you've got that orientation the right way, and then just pop that down. Yeah, I think that looks good to me. So I'm just going to flip that over and then just press down to make sure that's stuck nice. And then we'll do the same with the journaling spot as well. Ow. Don't want to stab yourself with your pottery tool. It's not a good idea. Oops. And again, I'm going to put some wet glue on there as well. I think I just used wet glue on the first page that I've done, the one to show you what we're doing. But just want to make sure it's nice, and just make sure that's nice and level. Sorry, am I in shot? Luckily this glue dries clear anyway, but I'd still try to wipe up any seepages. One tip I will give you is for when you put on the paper, I don't know if you can see, but like where I've put the glue, you can see like the lines here of where I've put it around. Oh, there, I think you can just see some there. So what I've done for the rest of them, I just done it around the outside, and then I used a bit of this, because as you can see, I'm going to have to buff all of this up, because it does get marked really easily. So that is page 1 finished. So obviously flips up, flips down, and then it flips over like that, so there's plenty of space for photos. And then you've got that little pull down bit here with the journaling spot. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to move straight on to page 2, which is this page here. Again, you've got that flip, and then you've got a pocket. This one's quite simple, so we're going to do that one. So I'll move that to one side and bring in the pieces that we need. So again, you will need a piece here for the flip that measures 6 6 by 6.5. Again, score it on the half an inch on the long side. And then your mat, if you're using the Winnie the Pooh papers, they're just as is. If you're using cutting up the paper down, it will be 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, because these are 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres, so they are a little bit more smaller. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out there. So then I've got another 2 pieces here, and that one is going to attach onto the back like that. And then this one with the journaling spot, I was bringing the page, that is going to sit on here. So when we bring that over, that will cover it, just so we've got a nice bit there. Okay. And then what you're going to need for the pocket, I've already prepped this one, and this is 7 inches by 3 3/4. And what you want to do on 3 sides, you want to score it at ½ inch. Okay, so just on those 3. And then this mat here measures 5 7/8 by 2 5/8, or if you're using the 15 centimetre by 15 centimetre paper pad, you can just pop that straight on. Okay, so I've went ahead and you just want to put adhesive around all sides here. So what we'll do is I will do this flip bit first. So you just want to fold and burnish on that score line. And then again, I'm just going to mitre the corners on that. I don't want to see no overhang. Get rid of that little bit of rubbish. So then basically when you bring your page back in, make sure it's the right way up. You just going to pop that round about the same place you put the one on the other side. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just take off the backing paper. I think buried. Just like that. And again, I'll add a little bit wet glue just for give us that little bit of wiggle room. Make sure I get it straight. And then on the right, yeah, we're on the right way. So then again, you just want to, you might just need to fiddle about with it a little bit. I think that looks pretty straight. And then just press that down. Okay. Then what you want to do is just put the page on next. That's going under here. So I will just get that piece and I'm just going to lie it on like that. So again, just come in with your glue or adhesive of your choice. And just pop that on there like that. And then just lie it on. So it's nice and straight. And then when that comes over, it comes over like that. So next we want to do is we want to pull these bits and fold them over. And then what you want to do is on each of these, you just want to basically do a little notch on each section, on each side. So then you've got something that looks like that. Okay. And then do it on the other side as well. Take that off. And then what I do is I'll take up a little bit of the release paper on both of these sides, which you see is, and I'm just going to bring that bottom edge up, and then we'll do that again on this side, and then just bring that up, and then that will form our pocket. And I've just realised I haven't put the magnet on there, but it's okay, we can figure that out together. I should have put the magnet on underneath the paper. So learn by my mistakes, guys. Learn by my mistakes. What I might be able to do is pop it on the inside, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try. It means it might catch a little bit, but it's the best way I can think of rather than stick something over, because the stickers are quite thick. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. So I'm just going to pop that about there and get a magnet just pop that magnet on now. And again, my double-sided tape. Everything's just all over. Do you guys get like that when you're crafting? And just get everything all over the place? I always do. I'm such a messy crafter. Right, so we just pop that on like that. Oh, actually, I think we're meant to... Another thing I meant to do was just miter these ends as well. Just because we don't want to see any of them. And then if you just pop that, lie that down. Just making sure that where the magnet is. I might have to do that up a little bit. Yeah. And you just press that down. And there's your pocket done. Okay. So then what we want to do is get our other magnet and just place it on that. Another glue dot. Oh my god, these magnets have my life. And then bring over that top flap, press it down, so then it's on here. I might as well just do it quickly with you. I might as well just do this. But what I'm going to do, guys, after we finish this page, I am going to stop the video and I am going to do, it's going to have to be in 2 parts, because we're on 36 minutes now, and I've still got another 2 pages and the covers and stuff to show you. So I forgot to put something on there as well, some double-sided sticky on top of the magnet, but it should be okay. So then you just press that down, press around the magnet to make sure that paper's stuck nicely. And then hopefully when you pull her over, yeah, you can hear that snap shut. And then you also have your pocket here. We'll do the pocket on the next stage of the video. And then what I've done is I've just picked out one of these little tags here, and I'm just going to glue it around the side and the bottom, because I'm going to have this as the tuck spot. And then just pop that on at an angle, just like that. And I'm going to come in with a couple of cards. Might use one of these ones. No, I stuck the wrong side. Oh no, I haven't. Thought I'd stuck the wrong side down now, but it's okay. And then we'll have a red one, just for the different colours. So that is how that's going to sit there, like that. So that is the binder and page 1 and 2 complete. So I'm just going to stop the video here and I'll be right back with part 2. Thanks for watching. Bye.